Fame may offer comfort and recognition, but it cannot protect anyone from life's deepest hardships. For these celebrities, the bright lights faded as they stepped into a more personal role, parenting a child with special needs. From autism and Down syndrome to rare neurological disorders, these stories reveal something far greater than celebrity. They expose strength, growth, and the unfiltered truth of parenting when life takes an unexpected turn. Sylvester Stallone. When Sylvester Stallone's son Sergio was diagnosed with autism at a young age, it brought a new and unfamiliar battle. Stallone and his then-wife Sasha committed themselves to early therapy, openly discussing the tough journey of raising a child with special needs. Colin Farrell's son James lives with Angelman syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects development. Known for his edgy persona, Farrell surprised fans by stepping into advocacy, sharing how his son reshaped his understanding of love and resilience. Marinofl legend Dan Marino's son Michael was diagnosed with autism, motivating Marino to create the Dan Marino Foundation. The foundation supports families with resources and training, turning his personal challenge into a mission to help others. Jacqueline Lorta's son Nicholas has both autism and ADHD. Using her reality TV platform, she advocates for awareness, pushing for early diagnosis and specialized care that helps kids reach their full potential. Pauline's youngest child, Trig, was born with Down syndrome. She has shared how Trig has transformed her perspective on parenting, using her influence to support greater inclusion and services for children with developmental disabilities. John C. McGinley Scrubs actor John C. McGinley's son Max has Down syndrome. McGinley is now a dedicated advocate, regularly discussing how Max has impacted his life and inspired him to campaign for global inclusion and awareness. Katarina Skorson, star of Grey's Anatomy, has a daughter named Pippa who was born with Down syndrome. Skorson often reflects on how Pippa has brought purpose and joy into her life, and she uses her voice to promote acceptance and inclusive values. Terry Hatcher, Desperate Housewives actress Terry Hatcher's daughter, Emerson, faces learning disabilities. Hatcher has spoken candidly about the emotional struggle of finding the right support and the importance of education tailored to diverse learning needs. Joey Fatone, former NSYNC member Joey Fatone's daughter Brianna, has learning challenges that made school difficult. Fatone emphasizes the importance of custom education approaches and supportive systems, encouraging parents to fight for environments where all children can flourish. Hugh Jackman's son Oscar experiences sensory processing disorder, meaning his senses respond differently to surroundings. Jackman highlights how early intervention and family support have played a major role in Oscar's development. Katie Price, British personality Katie Price, is mom to Harvey, who faces several conditions including Prader-Willi syndrome, autism, and partial blindness. She has been open about the joys and hardships of caring for Harvey, becoming a strong voice for healthcare and education reform. Halle Berry actress Halle Berry's daughter Nala has type 1 diabetes, a chronic illness that Berry also manages. She has often shared the challenges of managing this condition in children, using her platform to advocate for better resources and public education. Magic Johnson's son Andre was born HIV positive, a diagnosis surrounded by stigma. Johnson has spoken openly about Andre's journey and uses his fame to support awareness, helping to reduce prejudice and spread accurate information. Jacqueline Lorata, Real Housewives star Jacqueline Lorata, has publicly shared her son Nicholas' journey with autism and ADHD. From therapy sessions to communication growth, Loretta champions early treatment and uses her experience to encourage and educate others. Dan Marino, NFL icon Dan Marino responded to his son Michael's autism diagnosis by launching the Dan Marino Foundation. Its mission includes early detection and job training for young people with autism, reflecting Marino's dedication to being part of the solution. Pamela Anderson actress Pamela Anderson's son Dylan Jagger lives with ADHD, making academic life difficult. Anderson speaks about the importance of structure, patience, and understanding, calling for more tailored education for children with attention disorders. Actress Julianne Moore's daughter Liv was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis, a condition that affects the joints and can limit movement. Moore has shared the emotional and physical realities of the condition and works to raise awareness for pediatric autoimmune diseases. These accounts reveal deep love, perseverance, and courage in raising children with special needs. From developmental disorders to chronic illnesses, these famous parents remind us that with love, advocacy, and persistence, every child has the potential to thrive. Their stories show that challenges can bring clarity, compassion, and change, proving that every child is a true gift.